I'm starting to see a trend. Like, you know what I mean? Like Lakers losing and just be me on here. That's crazy. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm not gonna lie, Trav. You might need to kick him out the club. You was a Lakers fan before both of them, so you can do that. You can kick him out.
I was probably a Lakers fan before he was born. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
bro.
type
Kick him out the
shit.
club, bro. Tell him they're not even allowed in the stadium.
Might get him up out of here. I think he's only over here because of LeBron. I'm starting to see it. I see.
You're right. I am over there because of LeBron.
So who's your team? Who's your team then? Who is your team?
What? The Lakers.
Nah.
Bro, you see it, bro.
Nah, we're not doing that, yo. Nah, see, it's starting to feel,
bro.
Starting to feel kind of oppy. Like, who's your team?
Lakers, bro.
So you was a Cavs fan, Heat fan. Now you're a Lakers fan.
Yes.
Nah. I see.
Yes.
I see what time we on.
It was Cavs, Heat, Cavs, Lakers.
That's nasty work, low key. I'm gonna let you live. That's nasty work, bro.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. The Lakers got to move on from Bron, trade Bron. Y'all got Luka. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got Luka.
He said,
"That's your future."
Yo, he really not a Lakers fan. Yeah. That's crazy. Yo, nah.
Yeah. LeBron need to go. We done over there.
He here for the good times, not the bad ones.
What you mean? Where y'all gonna go?
Anybody wants a
y'all might be taking a permanent trip to Cancun.
Yeah, hang it up.
No.
Hang it up.
Ahmad, you shouldn't be laughing. Y'all about to be in Cancun with us.
Bro, Lakers are fine. That's all I gotta say. Nine out of 10 bench.
It's about to be war.
And I'm not gonna lie. Right now, as of right now, fellas, my team throughout the playoffs right now is the Timberwolves. We team in all the way.
Yo, that's nasty. Yo, that's super nasty.
We team in all the way.
You worse than KD, bro.
Yo, got no morals over there. Yo, that's crazy.
No ethics.
No ethics.
Team in, bro. I can't wait. I can't wait for Ant to give y'all 50 and send y'all home in 4.
Not gonna lie, it's about to be. We're gonna see Warriors Nuggets Western Conference Finals.
Hold on. All right, let's get into it.
Yeah. I'm gonna show. Yeah.
Right.
Go ahead.
Yo, Josh, question for you though, real quick. Because I know you say watch the whole podcast. What do you think about the fact that every time LeBron loses in the playoff, he got a mysterious injury?
You was like, you said you said, and I side eye or I roll my eyes, whatever. He was hurt. You can't, bro. He's hurt. He was playing hurt.
Every time it's crazy.
Nah.
Come on, bro. He didn't even go to the Met Gala tonight, bro.
He don't even go to the Met Gala.
He playing it. He's selling the injury.
Come on, bro.
LeBron James flopping on and off the court. It's crazy. I'm just saying he had a pattern, bro. We got a pattern. We call that a pattern.
See, your goat different than everybody else's, bro. You talking about Met Galas and shit, look. That's you make me,
bro. Off season, bro.
Kobe would never, bro.
Get in the gym, bro. Get in the gym off season. Kobe's in the gym.
Yeah.
Bron is 40.
Michael never.
He's got. Y'all also said something about legacies. LeBron's legacy is perfectly fine, bro. It's perfectly fine. It don't matter. Matter of fact, I'm gonna give it a buck. Before we get into the episode, Bron wasn't even. I'm gonna be real, and this is coming. I'm okay with us losing. You feel me? I'm okay with the Lakers losing. We wasn't supposed to win. We wasn't supposed to.
Lakers in 5, bro.
Oh no.
What do you mean we weren't supposed to win?
Bro, no, we wasn't supposed to win the chip this year, bro. This team,
we both for sure said that matchup was bad for the Timberwolves. We both said that on the podcast.
Said that.
That was a bad matchup for the Timberwolves.
And I can take. Hold on. I'm glad you find
Come
this.
Come on, like yo, stand on something, bro. Come on, like. Yo, you gotta stand on something, bro. You can't do that. Yo,
We're not. This wasn't a championship team. This team wasn't built for.
Nigga, I'm not talking about the champ. Yo, fuck that.
Yeah.
Like we supposed to make it past. We the third seed, bro. We supposed to make it past the first round, bro.
I'm pretty sure we got it recorded. I'm pretty sure we got it recorded. You talking about y'all making the finals.
Me and Josh were on the same podcast saying the Timberwolves were a bad matchup, bro. We gonna get rid of them in 5, bro. That's a guarantee. We guaranteed that.
We did say that.
So now don't be nasty though. Bro. Don't be nasty now, bro. Come on.
Look, bro. We wasn't. This team wasn't built for Luka and Bron. It was built for
Ahmad and
Peanut.
Bron. Ahmad and Peanut, you have a real one here.
Yeah,
I'll live and die by it. You know what I mean? I'll stand on what I say.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we were supposed to win in 5-6. We didn't win in 5-6. We lost in 5. We played like ass. It is what it is. I ain't gonna, you know what I mean?
Bron is out there. Bro, Bron is out there shooting trade balls. Bron is best when he's putting his head down and getting to the rack. Bron did not care about this.
He's 40 years old, bro. He's not going to the rack no more, bro.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
How come you didn't know before they played, huh? How come you didn't know this on the episode? We would have loved this insight. We would have loved the insight. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I would have loved it too, because I would have known something I didn't know.
Yeah.
Get that bum ass nigga off the team, bro. How about that, yo? Get that bum the fuck off my Lakers, bro. Get that bum off my Lakers, bro.
Matter of fact, take that background down.
Right. Get all that out of here, yo. Change that shit to the Heat.
Take that background off.
They turned on each
other.
It's
okay. We didn't have a big. We can't. Jackson Hayes' confidence was shot. You know what I mean?
You told me Jackson Hayes was that man.
You did say
that.
No,
I didn't say that.
I believe
yes,
it.
you did. Ahmad, you got an edit to make tonight.
I believed it, bro. I had no knowledge. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna listen to my fellow Laker fan who's not really a Laker fan. So I'm fucking like, with the team, bro. That's on me.
Why are you trying to flip this on me, Trav? This nigga said I believed you.
Nah, because Trav was by himself. He was by himself a few days ago. You know what I'm saying? So
look, bro. Look. Anyways, we got that out the way. We're gonna be back next year. We need a big. Let's get into that.
Don't say we. We're not doing
you just were talking about getting LeBron out of there, bro.
Ain't no one French, bro. We're not doing this we shit no more, bro. That's dead. That's dead. You say when you say we, that's you and LeBron. Don't include my Lakers no more, bro. That's just dead.
We, bro. We.
Nah.
LeBron got a fucked up legacy, bro. Between him losing to Curry for like a good part of the decade.
Ahmad, you lucky. You was lucky because Curry almost had 2-3-1 blown leads on his resume, and that definitely would have tarnished his shit.
You sure out, bro. I was praying to God. I was praying to all the basketball guys. I was praying to Bill Russell. I'm like, don't let this nigga blow a 3-1 lead, man. I can't have us losing.
We'll get into it because like a real great player. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we're gonna talk about it. Let's get into it.
Matter of fact, that's the first topic we got tonight, bro. So the Warriors hold off the Houston Rockets 103-89 to win Game 7. What are y'all thoughts on this game, and who do y'all have winning in round 2, the Warriors or the Timberwolves? Let's start with you, Ahmad.
I feel like this. Wait, what do you say? What do you ask the question again? Ask the question again. I'm tweaking out.
I said, what are your thoughts on this game, and who do you have winning in round 2, the Warriors or the Timberwolves?
All right, bet. So the answer to the first question is, honestly, the Warriors, we deserve that win. We definitely deserve that win. And I said it last podcast. Whenever Buddy Hield just got to play, bro. Whenever Buddy Hield plays, bro, we can win. Like we were like number 1 at one point when Buddy Hield was actually hooping, bro. Like when Buddy Hield hoops and does what we got him there for, we are a great team. When he doesn't, he's a liability. And this game really is showing me how great of a fucking point guard, player, superstar Stephen Curry is, because any superstar
wipe your lips, bro.
Nah, bro. Nah, you Curry's that nigga for real. Because any superstar can get 40, 50, right? But for someone to help your team without even scoring is a different level of superstar IQ, bro. Because Curry will have bad games and get like 20 or 23 and only start scoring in the third, fourth quarter. But the whole time he'll do a pick or he'll do a cut just so his teammate can get open. He knows what he's doing without the ball, and it's crazy. And at 37 years old, for someone who's notoriously bad defense, to start locking up niggas and taking and stealing from big men, he stole the ball from Steve. Like he's actually playing defense out there, bro. Give that nigga credit. At 37 years old, the coverage he gets, he's getting double team, triple team, and he's still making an impact. He's getting steals. He's in the fourth quarter going crazy in the fourth quarter. At 37, after running the whole entire game, give that nigga his credit, bro. We're a bum-ass team, bro. Like, come on. Come on, bro. Shout out to Buddy Hill, but come on. Curry's that nigga for real. And do I think they're going to win this next series? Yeah, I think we're going to win. I think it's going to be like a slug out. You know what I'm saying? I think it's going to be I think it's going to go to 7 games, 6 or 7 games, honestly.
Who you putting on Ant?
You saw what?
Who you putting on Ant? Jimmy?
I think matchup wise, I think it all depends on Kerr. Me, because Kerr be making some bullshit rotations, but I think what I would do is I would put Jimmy on Randall. I'm putting in Draymond. I'm putting Jimmy on Ant, right? I'm gonna put Looney on Gobert. Looney can handle Gobert for sure because Gobert has no.
Looney only plays like 5 minutes, bro.
He gonna have to play 20. He's gonna play 20 minutes.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. It really depends on Kerr. Kerr gonna have to get in his bag. I'm talking about deep in his bag on this one because Looney gonna have to play more minutes to match Gobert because Gobert don't have no really offensive package. So that should be a lockup. Draymond's gonna he can match Randall's physicality. You know. We got Jimmy Butler guarding. He can slow down Anthony Edwards. And then you got Curry guarding, I don't know, Conley or some shit. I think it's not as bad. I think we're going to figure it out. Then we're going to figure it out, too. I think we definitely got them in 6 or 7 games.
What if what if their lineup consists of Conley, Ant, Randall, Reed, or Nas Reed, and then Gobert?
Bro, we're going to have to play Kuminga, bro. We're gonna have to play him. Like, there's no other choice. We're gonna have to play Kuminga, but we also should have Gary Payton. Don't forget about Gary Payton. Gary Payton is a lockdown defender, so you can like rotate with him guarding like a Conley. Nas Reed is gonna really be that piece that we're gonna need Kuminga, bro. We're gonna need some high. We're gonna need some size because the way Nas Reed has been playing his last series has been crazy.
And Dante's good off the bench too. DiVincenzo.
Yeah,
taking pods on him.
Pods can guard him, but we gonna need some we need offensive firepower. If you look at the series, bro, we scored. It wasn't a high scoring series at all. So I'm gonna need niggas to get in the gym and work in the game. I'm gonna need Kuminga to shoot 100 threes, bro. It blows my mind how niggas have been on the Warriors for a couple years now and they still can't shoot the three. You still can't shoot the tray ball. What are you working on in the offseason, Kuminga? You're supposed to come back with a combo move and a 3-point shot, bro. You still can't hit threes. All you know is to the basket. Come on, bro. These niggas need to work on a game if we're gonna win this. If we're gonna win this playoff series.
I just to let y'all know that game 7, big part of why y'all won is y'all shooting 43, taking 43 attempts from 3, 18 of them. That's 41%. While Houston shot 33% from 3. They only attempted 18 threes in game 7 and only made 6 of them. Yeah. So, you know, they let's talk about Jalen Green real quick before we move on to
talk about
Peanut and Travis State.
I was gonna bring him up when I talked.
Oh, go ahead, Pete. Go ahead, bro.
I was gonna say my thoughts on the game is the main thing that killed the Rockets is their inexperience, bro. I mean, Jalen Green put up an absolute. I don't know the number exactly off the top of my head, but I know his numbers were terrible in that game. I saw Min Thompson doing shit that he normally doesn't do. I think he hit I don't remember what he did. I saw the clip on TikTok and I was like, damn, if we got a Min Thompson having to do this shit, it's getting pretty bad out there. And Ahmad mentioned it earlier. That was a low-scoring game, and I think the main thing that killed them, or killed the Rockets this year, Travis speaks on it all the time, is experience. They just couldn't.
Yeah.
They just couldn't compete. I mean, Jalen Green is a liability. As much as he's good, he's also just as bad. I mean, like he'll put up 30 shots a night. He might hit 10 of them. So I mean, it's wicked. But go ahead, Josh, to continue what you were saying. You were gonna say.
Yeah, nah. I mean, Jalen Green, he only had one 30-point outburst, right? I think that was like game 2 or 3 where he had that 30-point outburst. But Trav was right about this, man. I remember when we did the predictions, bro, and Trav was like, he's not going to put his trust in the young boys because, they're inexperienced. And he feels like experience is going to carry some of these teams, like the Warriors, for example, that carried them in Game 7. And not only to lose, but they lost in Houston. You know what I mean? So Jalen Green can't be doing that. They don't. The main problem with the Rockets is they don't have that guy. And I think Trav, you brought that up too. I'm not sure, but they don't have a number one. Yeah, they don't have a number one. Yeah, they don't. We don't know who their number one is, and we can't say Sengun.
You can't. I was gonna say you can't say Sengun because he does like. They call him Baby Jokic, but like he does like all the other stuff. He's not your guy that's going to get you a bucket. He'll score, get the rebounds, get the assist, but he's not the guy you turn to when you need a bucket.
Exactly. And Jalen Green's not that guy. He tried
Van Fleet
to be that guy, but in my opinion, Jalen Green is a shot chucker, bro. He takes a lot of contested shots, bro, throughout this whole series and throughout the regular season, bro. He takes mad contested shots. And it's bad, bro. The Rockets need to trade for like a Devin Booker,
KD,
or KD, or they need to trade for a player that can be that guy to take them over that hump. Because if they don't do that, then they're not going to be able to. They're not going to get there with Jalen Green, in my opinion. And
I think Amen Thompson is that guy, though, bro.
Amen Thompson is tough. He's definitely tough. He balled out. Him and Sengun.
He's critical to their defense.
I think it's going to be like. I think the future of the Rockets, in my personal opinion, is going to be Amen Thompson. Personally, I feel like you can see the natural progression during that Game 7 where they start looking more towards Amen Thompson rather than Jalen Green. It's like sometimes nigga just gotta step up and take the shit. Exactly.
That's because
he was hooping. Sometimes a nigga just gotta be like, nah, nigga, he this is my team now. You just gotta take that shit. I think that's Amen Thompson's attitude. I like that.
But go ahead, Trav.
Yeah, I mean, I think the Rockets, like I said, I've been watching the game for a while. Like I said, I think when you're too young and you don't, especially with the Rockets team, you don't have a number one. The fact that it could be 3 different players is that's not good money in the playoffs, bro. Like you have to have a scorer, and I think Jalen only had 8 points on 8 shots. You know what I mean? Like he only took 8 shots. Like he did his best James Harden rendition. You know what I mean? Like, bro, what are you doing? Like you're supposed to be the best player on the team. You only took 8 shots, bro. You know what I mean? Like that, you guys aren't going to win if that's the case. You know what I mean? So, and I heard you say Van Fleet. It's like even that. It's like, bro, if that's your guy, that's not a winning strategy either. You know what I mean? Like you're not going to ever be great. So I think the Rockets do need another piece because right now, like I said, they have 3 guys who could be like the best player on the team, and we don't know which one it is. So them aside, the Warriors, like I said, I was rocking with the Warriors. I said they ain't win Game 6, they're gonna win Game 7. Steph, first half he only had 3 points, but that second half he came out with 19. But it was okay. He only had 3 points because Buddy Hield, like Ahmad said, Buddy Hield can ball out. They'll be all right. Buddy Hield had 22 in the first half. You know what I mean? Like that's big time. Like if Buddy Hield had 22 and Steph only had 3, you'll live with that. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And then second half, Buddy Hield only scored 11, which is fine on Buddy Hield terms, and then Steph scored 19. So like it was that's like a perfect combo. Like you know what I mean? If Buddy Hield can do that consistently, that I honestly I wouldn't see why the Warriors aren't playing in the Western Conference Finals against the Nuggets. Like that's where I'm at with it right now. Like I said, I think those are going to be the teams because I think the Nuggets are going to knock off the young boys in OKC. And I would not be surprised if the Warriors win in 6 or 7 against the Timberwolves. You know what I mean? Like Ant's that dude, but when it comes to, I do always say, like, like veteran, like that having that means something, but I think it means something more when you have like top 10, 15 players of all time on your team. That's why I think the Warriors are like in a different bracket than some of these other teams, because you got Steph Curry on your team who can still do it, you know what I mean? And you have that veteran leadership. They've been there before plenty of times. Like, that's just going to carry them. So, uh, Rockets are in a good spot though. I mean, I'll say that
Yeah,
Rockets are in a
no,
good spot. Like, if I'm a Rockets fan, I'm feeling good for the future. You know what I mean? Because you have
facts.
those
No,
pieces
definitely.
there, but I wouldn't say Jalen Green is your number one. Like I said, it's gonna be Sengun or Amen. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's one of those two. You know what I mean? Like, Jalen Green
Yeah,
might be second or third
he,
option, but
he might be a good third option,
yeah, I mean,
but
he's easily.
not that guy.
He's definitely not number one. I don't think I feel like he needs a superstar. Whoever said Devin Booker, I think that would be a really good fit. KD, I
Yeah,
feel like just because he's getting a little older, nah. But like a Devin Booker on that team I feel like would make everyone more comfortable, and they have to be relaxed, and like
yeah,
Jalen Green doesn't have to be that guy. Amanda doesn't have to be that guy. It's like, all right, we have our guy, and we can all just flourish around him. You know what I mean? That was a whoever said that would be. I think that'd be a really good fit for a Devin Booker, but I don't think he's leaving the Suns. But they need a player
yeah.
like
Nah,
that on that Rockets team.
nah. I said that. I feel like I would if I'm the Rockets. I would definitely trade Jalen Green for Booker any day. But that's if he wants to do that. But I feel like Houston would have to give up some picks and maybe another young player. But I definitely want. Imagine like Booker and Sengun. Sengun is tough. In my eyes, I feel like Sengun is the number one option for the Rockets, in my opinion. But he's not, but he's still not that guy. There's a difference between being the number one option on the team and being that guy. You feel me? To go
Hold,
to and someone you can depend on games going down the stretch. But
we'll,
Fred
we'll, we'll
VanVleet
get
though, shout out to Fred though. Fred
yeah.
had some good games, bro. He did have some pretty good games in that series that forced that game 7.
The game is different now too, though, Josh. You got to remember, because like I feel like at one point it was a game where a guy like DeMarcus Cousins, who can't really create his own shot, he can just like catch the ball and do his thing, or like a Shaq. There was a time period where those guys could be the guy. I feel like in this league, you got to be able to take the ball down the court. You got to be able to create your own shots to be the guy, because just the way the game is played.
Sengun be running
I
the
was I was
offense.
I was about to say that, Ahmad. You can't really say that with like some of these centers. Like, I mean, Jokic will do the exact same thing. I mean,
Well,
like,
yeah, but I feel like Jokic can create a shot more than Sengun. I think Sengun, he
Yeah,
can take the ball on the court, but he's
Yeah,
not gonna be
yeah.
like, he's not gonna really create a shot the way that like Jokic can. Jokic
Jokic
can,
has more of
like,
a bag.
yeah, exactly. He needs to work on his game. He needs to get in the gym. These
that's
niggas
why
need
he
to
baby
stop.
No,
Jokic.
definitely.
Yeah, baby Jokic for real.
Yeah.
Yeah, niggas need to work on that game in the off season and start relying on
But
athleticism.
before we move on, so Ahmad's got the Warriors, of course. Have you said you got the
Yeah.
Warriors?
For sure. Yep.
P.
Timberwolves.
Yeah, I'm going Timberwolves too.
Also,
I'm going Timberwolves.
the Knicks Celtics game is currently about to end overtime unless something happens. Are you watching it, Travis?
Yep. Yeah, that's what I was looking up. Yeah. Yep. Nick's about to steal the game 1.
They
Really?
Yeah.
Don't make me sick.
Nick's about to steal game 1. It's 3 seconds left.
OG has 30.
Bro, honestly, we said
Bro,
we
when
said
OG
last
go ahead, Mike.
now we said last episode, bro, if Knicks can beat the Celtics, bro, they would get the credit. That's when niggas would
Yeah.
finally be like, okay, all right, we'll give them some credit.
They picked Cal McHale in the offseason to the Celtics. Let's not forget about
Yeah. OG
But,
OG and Brunson got 29.
Who's playing on the Celtics? Is everyone playing healthy on the Celtics right now?
Porzingis left the game due to an illness.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, this nigga Porzingis, bro. This nigga is Oh my!
No, but they should still be able to beat the Knicks, in my opinion, without
Jaylen Brown and Tatum both have 23. Derek White 19. Drew Holiday 16. Peyton Pritchard 13. Al Horford 7.
And see, I thought that was going to be a big thing. Drew Holiday, I thought he was banged up, but he's playing.
OG
So I thought
going crazy.
Oh my God, bro! I'm looking at it online, bro. Guess how many minutes Mikal's played?
He played it
the whole game.
51
bro.
minutes is crazy.
51 minutes.
The whole game, bro.
Tibbs trying to kill that nigga.
No refs. No refs.
Tibbs don't give a.
He said you got that record for playing the most games back to back. You working on trying to beat that record? Yeah, you run it,
bro. Mikal has never missed a game in his career.
And he's 3 for 13. That nigga is tired.
That nigga is nigga gas.
Nigga is tired, bro.
51 minutes is actually kind of absurd.
That's crazy.
That is pretty
55.
Tibbs, rest your players, play the bench. But move on to the next. So the Pacers steal game 1 on the road against the Cavs. Did y'all see this happening? And can the Pacers upset the Cavs in this series? Let's start with you, P.
I'd have to go back and look at the box score because I don't really remember because I had woke up the morning after and saw that the Pacers had stolen game 1. But I mean, come on, Cavs. You're supposed to be the number 1 team. You're supposed to be the best. I mean, you had a 33-point Donovan Mitchell performance, bro. You're supposed to hoop. It's pretty bad. And I know what I remember seeing. Andrew Nembhard popped off for like 20 something. He normally does that every playoff series. At least he did last year. I know he was kind of cooking last year. Let me pull up the exact stats.
Nembhard went 5 for 6 from 3.
Yeah, he was cooking.
7
and they
for 10 from the field.
They normally can get that out of them every playoff series. It seems like. But for the Cavs, bro, for your second leading scorer to be Ty Jerome, I love Ty Jerome. Ty Jerome's a dog, bro. But like, come on. Max Strus got 7.
Hurt, B.
I know, bro. He need to not be hurt. But
yeah.
I would if I'm the Cavaliers, I'd be careful. I mean, you can't especially in the playoffs, you can't really afford to lose one, especially one at home early. That can be killer.
Yeah.
That could literally decide your fate before it even gets going. So I think the Cavs need to lock in, or we might be seeing them in Cancun.
Damn, Boston missed 45 3-pointers. It's crazy. My fault, guys.
No, you good. Knicks ended up winning. They passed it in Jaylen Brown, and he got it stolen from him by Mikal Bridges. Mikal Bridges said, "Give me that."
Let's go. 51 minutes. He still got a little gas in the tank.
That's all he's doing out there, getting reps and defense.
Defensive
I think the Cavs. I'm kind of with y'all. Like, kind of goes into my theory. I think they gotta be careful because they're not used to this anyway, and the Pacers team is kind of still the same Pacers team from last year, where they made a little deep run. You know what I mean? So they know what it feels like. They know what the pressure is about this. So if the Cavs aren't careful, this could go the wrong way for them. If you still ask me, I still think it's Cavs and 6. You know what I mean? I still don't think the Pacers have enough to do it, but I could be totally wrong on that. Halliburton was balling the other night, looking like your top 10 dude, Josh. You know what I mean? 22 and 30.
Snow bunnies in the stadium.
Yeah, it might have been. You know what I mean? 22 points, 13 assists. You know what I mean? Like, that's what you want from your point guard. So I mean, he was looking good. I mean, I watched a little bit of that game, and I don't know, the Cavs just, Mitchell did his thing, but they just didn't look. It just didn't look right. I don't know what was going on with them. Like I said, I don't know if it's just this moment is a little big for some of those players who have never been there before, and maybe that was a little bit of that, just the first game jitters. But
they I was gonna say this. They got out of their series pretty quickly too, didn't they?
Yeah,
they did.
I mean, that might have something to do with it.
Yeah, that rest. You gotta shake that off. So like I said, I think game 2 is going to tell us a lot. I mean, I think the Pacers are playing with house money at this point. So I mean, we'll see what game 2 looks like. If the Pacers keep it close, then I would say that series is definitely going 6 or 7. But if the Pacers come out and get blown out, then I feel like it's like, all right, the Cavs just wasn't on a shit game 1, and this is what it's going to look like, and it could be a gentleman's sweep. You know what I mean? So, like I said, the Cavs are built to beat this team, but that wasn't a good showing. You know what I mean? At home, y'all lost by what was it, 9 points, 10 points, something like that. It's 9 or 10,
Nine.
something like that.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
9.
9 points. You're not supposed to lose. You're not supposed to lose your game like that at home. So, shout out the Pacers, but I'm still rolling with the Cavs.
Go ahead, Matt.
I didn't actually watch this game. I couldn't. I was sleeping, but I was watching the highlights, and it made me think. Like, I think I originally had picked the Cavs, but then looking at the roster, the Pacers actually match up pretty nicely against the Cavs if you look at it. Um, especially without Garland on the roster too. Like the Pacers actually have a better roster overall than the Cavs, in my opinion. I think that it really just came down to like they had Nimhard going crazy. I think that is really what it came down to. Garland wasn't there, so that it was kind of mismatched in the guard situation. They had Sam Pirro. You know who that is? I don't know who that is.
I was looking at that earlier. I was like, who the hell is that? Why is he playing?
Sam Miro. Like he looked like he might have been the one that really fucked the game up for them. I'm not gonna lie. He had 6 points.
I was like, why is he playing 18 minutes?
Yeah. I think that's where it went wrong. I'm not gonna lie to you, because everyone else I think had a good game. I just think it was just that one person messing it up. But I agree with Trav. I think we're really gonna see the full, like, we're gonna have a better idea of what this is gonna look like in game 2, because they did have a lot of time off. Sometimes you have a lot of time off. You gotta kind of get back into the flow of things. You don't got your point guard, Garland there. But I also think they got too comfortable with the 3. You see, like the Celtics tonight. Like when teams nowadays, bro, y'all gotta realize, bro, the Celtics tonight had 45 missed 3-pointers, bro. God damn, bro. At what
That's a lot.
point do you take it to the basket? You just gotta, like, sometimes be like, okay, my shot ain't working. Let's just go to the basket, Because if you look I saw some highlights every time my nigga Mitchell went to the bucket, he got a bucket. You know what I'm saying? Every time he went to the basket, he got a bucket. So sometimes you gotta know when to stop shooting the 3 and like actually get a layup or a 2-pointer. So I think that's some of my takeaways. They need Darius Garland back, and we'll see what happens in game 2.
And yeah, the Cavs. I think the Cavs that game went 9 for 38 from the 3. Like shot 3%. You know what I mean? So it's like that you're losing a lot of buckets that you aren't converging on. You know what I mean? And the other team gets to go back the other way. You know what I mean? And the Pacers went 19 for 36, so they were shooting over 50%. So it's like they're shooting over 50%. You guys are shooting 23% from the 3.
Yeah,
that you can't trade 2s for 3s. You know what I mean? So it can get ugly quick.
I won't lie to you too, because I be shitting on Tyrese, bro. But playoff Tyrese, a different type of nigga, man. He a different type of like player. Like in playoff mode, he be hooping for real. Like
I'm in the same boat with you, man. I be shitting on him too, but playoff Hallie is different.
It's different for sure.
I feel like though, like Cleveland, I watched a bit of the game. Cleveland had open looks, they just wasn't hitting. But you're right, Ahmad. Like when teams are hitting from 3, they gotta try something else, bro.
Yeah,
you feel me? They gotta try some different type of offense. But they had this game. They was up 1, like 102 to 101 at one point. But then I think they missed the 3 coming down the court, and then the Pacers just went on like a 15-6 run. You feel me?
Yeah.
And they lost the game that way. Garland needs to come back. And it looks like they might not have Evan Mobley and DeAndre Hunter next game.
Oh, that's gonna hurt him.
I read that report. And Hallie only went 2 for 6 from 3. And it's like he doesn't care if Mobley and Allen are in the paint, bro. He was getting to the rack at will. So,
but Josh, and this is like fundamental. I feel like at least the coaches I played with before, and like the way I was taught, it's like going to the basket opens up everything else. You know what I'm saying? If you keep attacking the
Sure.
basket, the whole game opens up. First of all, the momentum. You know what I'm saying? You go to the basket, you get the layup. Like the momentum of your team is better. You start getting open passes. Players start getting open. Now you get open shots. It's like the whole game was just better when you were aggressive and attacking the basket, and then work your way outside. Like you even see Curry sometimes. He'll like if he's having a bad night, he'll start going inside, getting some easy buckets, seeing the ball go in
Yeah,
the hoop.
floaters, layups.
Exactly, and then you go outside. Okay, now you feel now you're feeling it. You seen the ball go in the hoop. Now you get some shots. So this is fundamental, though. I don't know why I don't know this.
But also to add on to that, Ahmad, it keeps the defense honest. Like
Yeah.
you, bro. I'm gonna give you for example. Me and you, we play with each other a lot. Pause. And I said pause, bro. But
No, I know what you want to
let's
say.
keep it a buck. You're not the best 3-point shooter, but you go to the rack. You're more so of a slasher, but that keeps the. And then what do? You might shoot like two. You might take 2 attempts from 3, and then you might hit them. You feel me? But it keeps the defense honest. They don't know. Okay, you go into the rack. Now they don't know if they're gonna play you from 3. They don't know how to play
Yeah.
you. Or you get to your mid range.
Yeah.
To the mid range game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Players that
Exactly.
keep that alive nowadays is like D-Book,
Mm-hmm.
DeMar, you
Kawhi,
know, players like that.
SGA,
Kawhi,
SGA,
SGA, yeah.
even Curry, in my
Mid-range
opinion.
opens up the floor as well, in my
Yeah,
opinion. So keeps the defense honest.
that's a fact.
But let's move on to the next topic. All right, y'all. So Clippers lose Game 7 against the Denver Nuggets. Where do the Clippers go from here? Who do you have winning in round 2, the Nuggets or OKC? And will this determine who wins MVP? Trav, take it away, bro.
I hope it doesn't depend on who wins MVP because it should be Jokic. Like I said, it's. I mean, you go by stats. I think he might be the first player in history to lead, be in the first, be 1 or 2 in all of the top statistical stats except
Categories,
steals.
yeah.
Yeah, except steals. I think he's for points, rebounds, assists. No, it's not steals, blocks. Points, rebounds, assists, and steals. He's 1 or 2, I believe, or top 3 in all of those except
Yeah.
blocks. So with that going with him and just how he's playing, you know what I mean? Like I think it has to be Joker. Uh like I said, I think the Nuggets win the series. They're up 6 right now. It's early. But I think they win this series in 6 games. I don't think it goes 7. Either way, whoever wins, I don't think it goes 7 games. I think it's going to be a 4-2 type series. Whoever wins it. Uh, I
Well,
the Clippers.
where
I
do the
guess
Clippers? Yeah.
to touch on the Clippers, like I said, and so I'm always going to be a Clipper hater. I got
Mm-hmm.
love for the players on the team, but they just don't Harden, bro. Like Harden, little game James, bro. Like let's not. I'm tired. Like yo, he's a really great regular season player, bro. But when it comes to playoff time, bro, he shrinks up crazy.
How
I don't know
many?
if he has
I was gonna
anxiety
say,
issues or what, bro. But that dude, like
how
I've
many
seen
game
some,
sevens has he lost?
bro. It's crazy, bro. He has to be up there like top 3 is like 7, game 7 games lost, bro. Like I seen a stat today. He's played 170 playoff games, and like 55 of those games, which is around 30%, he's made 4 field goals or less, bro. Like he is just not when it comes to playoff time, bro, he is just not the same James Harden that we are used to seeing in the regular season, bro. Like it doesn't matter. Like his MVP year, those years where he's winning scoring titles, bro. It's like he does all that shit, gets into playoffs, and then he'll give you a 10-point game, 8-point game, elimination game. I'm giving you 10. It's like, bro, what? Like, bro, he shot 8. He
Yeah,
shot
no,
the
that's
ball
crazy.
8 times, bro. Like, how you only like you're James Harden, bro? In an elimination game, you only
He
shoot the ball eight
he's
times, bro. Like,
lost he's lost 4 game 7s in his career with 4 different teams.
that's
Hmm.
nasty, bro. Like that
So,
shit's
nah.
And
gross.
he's
Like,
he's
come
three
on,
for
bro.
four in
Like,
Game 7.
Yep.
and and I fuck with Harden. Like I fuck with Harden, but like, bro, playoff Harden is like, yo, he is no good, bro. Like I can't vouch for him. I can't defend him. I do think the Clippers will be all right just because they had the owner, the new stadium. You know what I mean? They're gonna have to figure something out, because they gave up a lot of picks with that whole Paul George trade. They don't even have Paul George anymore. You know what I mean? Like they fucked themselves for a couple years. I think they might be getting over it in like 27, 28. But I don't. Who knows? Like, hopefully they go back to the bottom of the barrel. You know what I mean? Fuck the Clippers. But I mean, like, because I mean, like,
just gotta throw that
where
in
do they
there.
go? Like, they don't have picks for like the next 2-3 years. And James Harden and Kawhi are only getting older. So it's
I was
like,
about to say that.
how do you guys develop a team at this point? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know where they go from here. You know what I mean? But I don't think it's going to be as good as
I don't
what
know,
this year
bro.
was for them.
I don't know, bro. Ahmad?
I mean, I think Trav said most of it. You know, like James Harden, James Harden. You know, like he really just did what we all know him to do. He folded in the game 7. You might as well put Ben Simmons in the game, in my opinion. You know, they probably would have the
For
same numbers.
real. For real.
Like, and that's bad. That's bad to say that. I guess that's terrible. What is I was looking more into the Russell Westbrook. I love Russell Westbrook winning this game. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Russell Westbrook, he got traded from the
The
Clippers.
Clippers.
You know what I'm saying? Anytime you can beat your old team and then like shit on them like that is always a great time.
Shit, he might be able
And
to do it again.
yeah, exactly. That's what I was gonna say, Pina. Like, I like the storylines going into this next matchup, and we talked about it last podcast too. And I was saying like how I kind of wanted to see like the Clippers against the OKC, but I definitely want to see this matchup, Denver versus OKC. I think it's gonna be more entertaining and a more consistent matchup because OKC is very consistent. Denver is way more consistent than the Clippers. And I think we're gonna see a real showtime. And I also want to see the MVP matchup versus Jokic versus SGA. And then you gotta look at the other side of it too, where you're looking at Russell Westbrook. I want Russell Westbrook to go crazy and then look at the stadium and be like, "This my stadium. This my," you know what I'm saying? Like, also, you know, Russell Westbrook be doing it because like this is where MVP Russell Westbrook, lived. And I feel like that just don't go. That just doesn't go away. You know, this is your home. Like you gonna rep it. You no matter what team or how long it's been, you gonna ball out on your home court.
You think we get a 30-10-10 game from Westbrook?
I think we should, bro. Like, bro, this is
I
your
would be
home court.
I wouldn't be surprised.
That would feed
Yeah.
families. That'd feed generations.
It would, bro. So I'm super excited for this matchup, man. I feel like there's a lot of story here. I'm really looking at the Russell Westbrook. You know what I'm saying? Like he got that chip on his shoulder. You know, he never won it. I think he got a lot to prove. So I think it's gonna be a great matchup. And I don't really know with this one. Honestly, I do know it's gonna be OKC. I got OKC winning in 6 games.
You don't believe that,
Okay.
bro. You don't believe that. Like, you don't believe that. Like,
why don't I believe that? They
don't
got
believe that, bro.
They got experience now.
OKC in 6.
Yeah.
So you're giving Joker only 2 wins.
Well, the reason why is because Michael Porter Jr. be having 4 points. You know, like he been having 4 points. You know, like
I'm gonna tell y'all something real quick. Before we let P go. This is how you win a playoff game, bro. Your star player gotta win you a game, right? So in this case, it's Shea or Jokic, right? Then your second best player gotta win you a game. In this, it's Jamal Murray, or Jalen Williams or Chet, arguably, right? Then the others, which is the bench, they gotta win you a game. So that's Russ, that's Christian Braun, you know what I'm saying? That's MPJ, that's Aaron Gordon, the others, right? And then game 4, you gotta win a game at home. That's the recipe to winning a series. But go ahead, P.
I like that.
Oh, where do I start first? Clippers. I think the Clippers are in an interesting spot. I think the team they got now is a good roster. Like taking the Nuggets to 7 games is good. You just got to perform. At the end of the day, That's a big thing. I mean, Zubac exploded this season. Like, I mean, he came out of nowhere, and yeah, I said what I said. I said what I said, Ahmad. Don't be grimacing. Anywho,
Yeah. Yeah. Got you up on
Okay,
that
all right. I'm making sure. Like,
No,
I know what I
I'm
said.
trying to keep a straight face. I tried to, bro.
See, Trav, they be trying to clock you at times, bro. You just got to keep going, pushing through
you
it.
gotta keep. All right, I got
Anywho,
to say.
Ahmad started
he
giggling,
popped off.
bro.
He popped off on the boards. He popped off. Norman Powell popped off. He was torching teams at the beginning of the season. Kawhi came back, and when he was actually grooving, he looked like 2019 Kawhi. That Spurs Kawhi. He was. The flashes were there, and it's clear that he can still hoop. It's just, could he do it for a whole season? Like, that's the main thing I was worried about is, what do the Clippers do with Kawhi? Do they try to do the same thing they did this season? Rest him, make sure he's all good to go going into the playoffs, and then play him? Because, I mean, I think that's something they have to balance. Also, maybe get like one or two more extra pieces. Like maybe try to get a little extra bench help in here or there or something like that. But I think the roster is good. It's just people got to show up and perform, which Harden didn't, and that's ultimately what bit him in the ass. I mean, and with this next series, I'm gonna go Nuggets. Jokic is my dog. I'm rocking with Jokic. Watching him play basketball is crazy. I've gone on and on about it, but watching him play ball is crazy. I think this series will be good.
I've seen it live, bro. It's insane, bro. He's really not to cut you off, P, but he's really Jokic is really him. I seen it live. Like, he's just I may need to wipe my knees, bro, but he is
Crazy.
just so amazing, bro. He plays the game the right way, bro. Like, it's insane. But go ahead, P.
So I think I'm gonna rock with the Nuggets. Like Ahmad mentioned, a Westbrook legacy game would feed generations. Like, literally all over Sports Center, all over ESPN, all over Ballers Tribune, all over Bleacher Report. You name it, it's everywhere.
Facts.
I'm here for it.
I think it's gonna be a better matchup than people expect. I think some people are probably gonna expect OKC to really dog walk the Nuggets. But I think it's probably going to be a neck to neck series. Honestly, they might trade games the whole series, and it might come down to whoever wins that first game.
20,
I got a
26, 27 end of the first quarter. OKC.
I got a question for y'all. Yeah, but let me get off of this. I'm watching that. I got a question for y'all. Do y'all think, although do y'all think that the playoffs should determine who wins the MVP? Because the MVP is a regular season award. So whoever wins this series, do you think that should affect who wins the MVP? Although it's a regular season award? You
can say no, but it's going to affect it. I mean, like, you're not going to, especially when they play each other like this, it's gonna. You can say you're not biased, bro, but that thought's lingering in your mind. Whoever wins this.
But when is the voting? Isn't the voting before?
I think it's after the playoffs.
Really?
Yeah.
That's dumb. That's stupid. Who the fuck would do that?
Like, I think for MVP, yeah.
That's just
which
stupid.
It's gonna have some bias leaning into it.
Yeah.
But I think the only way for me, I think is Joker right now. The only way I feel like it flips is if SGA goes off. Like, if OKC wins a series and SGA is just giving you a little 20 here, 14. If he's not giving you that 30 piece with the 8-9 assists, I don't think it switches things at all. I think this is Joker's MVP to lose. You know what I mean? I think if it does go kind of off of that, just with the bias of the playoffs, SGA is gonna have to ball out. He can't just have mediocre games and them winning. You know what I mean? The winning is cool, but you have to drop 30 pieces every night almost. You know what I mean? For you to take that away from Joker.
By the way, guys, the deadline for the MVP voting is on April 18th. So before the playoffs.
Oh, so it's done.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
They already know who won.
Yeah.
Man, just tell us.
I don't even believe that. That sounds like some
they be dropping the award winners one day at a time. Like Kenny Atkinson won Coach of the Year this year. Man, just tell us.
Yeah.
They better wait till the series over, then drop it.
Not for real, yeah.
Thanks. But My little 2 cents about this series is that Harden, yeah, bro, Harden just can't. He can't play like this, bro. He just can't play like this, bro. I don't
That's your
understand.
man. That's
And
your man
Kawhi,
too.
Honey bun gonna honey bun.
no, that's not my man. No, that's not my man's though. But look,
4 p.m.
like,
Harden.
and it's even worse for the Clippers. They could have won this series. They lost to a Gordon game winner. Let's not forget about that. You know, they easily could have won this series.
True.
And what makes it even worse for the Clippers, bro, is that they were healthy, bro. Kawhi wasn't even hurt. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's what stings is that you had a healthy Kawhi going into the playoffs. He was healthy the whole second half of the season and going into the playoffs, and y'all still lost, bro.
Yeah,
y'all still lost, bro.
I'm with you, Joe. I'm with you, bro. I'm with you. I'm mad at the Clippers niggas who didn't. I'm mad at Harden for fucking ruining a healthy Kawhi Leonard, which is so rare. Because be real, next year he might not be healthy. Next year,
That's what I was saying.
windows.
What are they gonna do? What are they gonna do with him? Like,
Yeah.
Can you risk playing him the whole season?
And second, they got my nigga Ty Lue losing to an interim coach. They got nigga Ty Lue losing to an interim coach.
That's facts. Like, I forgot you said that on the
nasty.
Disgusting.
Nah, but they didn't. I watched this game and they didn't play with no urgency, bro. It's like they didn't play with nobody was getting back. Like as soon as they would miss a three, Westbrook is out of there. Nobody was getting back, bro. It was
yeah, bro. I feel like the team didn't show up for their coach. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like
they was playing with no urgency, bro.
Yeah, they didn't fuck with the coach. I think Ty Lue, bro, he might be out of there. I know he's not.
It's bad when you got Westbrook getting texts just to hype the crowd up.
Yeah, bro.
I fucked with that so heavy. I was like, yeah.
He didn't care. He went like this. He hung on the rim, and then he came out like this.
Get their asses out of here. Yeah, get the fuck out of here. Yeah.
Yo, I love that shit.
I like the energy.
Me too. I like that too. That was great.
All right, y'all. We got 2 more topics. So, Coach Pop steps down as Spurs head coach and transitions to Spurs basketball president of operations. What is your favorite Pop memory, and where does he rank among all coaches? Trav, let's go with you, bro.
Number 2. Number two behind Phil Jackson. And Phil's number 1. Phil let me tap in real quick. I think Phil coached 20 seasons and has 11 championships. Hard to compete against that. You know what I mean? That's tough right there. And coached arguably the 2 greatest players to ever play the game. So Phil Jackson number 1. And then I think I like Pop at number 2 because I think Pop has the most wins of all coaches of all time.
I was gonna say he was consistent.
Yeah, like I think, and that's from 97 until now. I think he has like 1,400 something regular season wins, and then if you combine his playoff wins, it's like almost at like 1,600, which is like he's blowing out anyone close. Like the second best is like still like 100 games behind him. And he's got 5 championships himself. So I think Pop's legacy is cemented. Like I said, for me, he's number 2 behind Phil. He's just getting old. It's crazy. For me, just seeing Pop over the years, like it sucks seeing him like this. I seen a press conference today with him and he had Tim Duncan up there with him and Manu Ginobili. He's like, he ain't the coach no more. He's El Jefe. You know, he did a whole thing like that. But like, they're like helping him like even move.
Yeah, they're
like,
holding him.
Yeah, I'm like, damn, Pop's getting old, bro. Like, go sit it down, bro. Just go be a family man. You know what I mean? Like, it's the time's running out. It's just crazy seeing it like that. But he's definitely, people might argue different, but you can't have him outside the top 3 4 coaches of all time, bro. Like, there's no way you can have him outside of top 3. You know what I mean? So 2 for me.
But
you're muted. You muted.
I think for me, bro, I gotta put him at 1 just because he is like I just double check. He's the most winningest coach in NBA history, and also like I'm younger, so like in my era, bro, he's the standard. You know what I'm saying in terms of like winning as coach, and I'm also big on consistency. super big on consistency, and someone who's been able to win consistently through different eras, through different decades with different teams. Like that says a lot right there. That means it's really you. Because a lot of times we make jokes and we talk about like Curry's not a good coach. He just had Curry and he had these great players. We look at Pop, and Pop, like he's had great players, but he's been able to do with all types of players from different positions, like different systems. So I think that really is just a testament to Pop and his coaching ability, and him in the new position. Like I get it, people going like, "Yo, you should just chill out your health," but sometimes, bro, like when you're not the best health wise, the game keeps you living, bro. The game keeps you moving. Like it gives you a reason to get up, to keep moving, and some people need that. And I think for Pop, someone who's dedicated his life to the game, for him, you know what I'm saying? Like he needs that probably. So I'm happy for him. I'm wishing him the best of luck, and I'm wishing him good health and everything like that. But I think for me, it's definitely gonna be Pop. In terms of like my favorite moment, I don't really have like a favorite Pop moment, because I'm not a Spurs fan. I think um, I don't know. I don't have a favorite Pops moment. I think he's just a good coach. Oh, when he told Kawhi to pass to the white guy, that was kind of funny. I don't know if y'all remember
that. Go ahead, Pete.
All right, I'm gonna date myself here. It's when it comes to NBA coaches, bro. I mean, Pop is about the most like consistent current coach I know. I know Phil Jackson. I know Pat Riley because I watched like the Lakers TV show when that was bumping on HBO Max, bro. But like I don't really know that many coaches, dog. I'm gonna be honest. So I mean, he probably like top 5 for me, top 3. I mean, the only 2 I can name right now off the top of my head is Phil Jackson, Pat Riley, and well, I can name more coaches. They're just not good. But
Peanut's young enough where his favorite best coaches are probably like Spoelstra and Kerr. Like those probably.
I was about to say, bro. I was about to say,
best coaches you've seen.
They be dogging Kerr, and I'm like, bro, that's all I grew up with. Like, I don't, that's all I know. But I appreciate Pop. But like Ahmad mentioned, like you can compare him to like Kerr, who's just had Curry, but Pop's had literal generations of NBA players, and he's been able to just consistently be able to perform with them. I mean, we got David Robinson, Tony Parker, Manu, Tim Duncan, Kawhi, and now Victor, and he got Victor on the back end of his career. I mean, he also had guys like DeJounte Murray.
He was about to go. He was about to go crazy with Victor.
He was
about to go crazy with Victor, bro.
God had to stop him right there. He said,
God had to nerf him, bro.
You good. But I as a favorite Pop moment, again, dating myself, I don't really know one off the top of my head. I saw the clips of him doing like the interviews with like that one guy. I don't know the guy's name, but I thought those were pretty funny. So, shout out Pop. Wish him the best health.
All right, y'all. For me, I think Pop is definitely 1 or 2. You could argue that, like Phil Jackson. You could flip-flop them, really. If you want to talk championships, Phil. If you want to talk consistency and winning, not only regular season games and playoff games, then you want to go with Pop. You feel me? But the Spurs posted 18 straight 50-win seasons from 1999 to 2017. No other team has achieved this feat. The Los Angeles Lakers have come closest with 12 consecutive 50-win seasons, right? Pop has 170 career playoff coaching wins, and that's good for 3rd all-time and ahead of 21 entire NBA franchises. The Spurs have reached the postseason 22 consecutive times. Bro, like hearing these stats is insane, bro. You made the playoffs 22 times, bro, in a row.
Yeah.
In a row with the same core. Tim, Tony, Manu.
Yeah.
Bro, that is insane. And I've never heard nobody say anything bad about Pop. All his players that ever played for him love him. I can't say the same for Phil, bro. I can't say the same for Phil, bro.
I was going to say Phil definitely has that little asterisk when he went to the Knicks, and like he
Fucked up.
wasn't like the players weren't fucking with him like that, and he was saying some wild
Yeah.
shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, but then it's like you look back and it's like, yo, he went 6 for 6 with Mike, and then he went what 6 or 5 and 7, 5 and 8 with Kobe and Shaq. You know what I mean? Like, well, Kobe, or at least Kobe, they did three-peat when he has Kobe and Shaq, but then with Kobe without Shaq, he was 2 for 3. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like, but there was some years in there were a little shaky as well. So I mean, and like I said,
Yep.
his Knicks run kind of like throws a little dirt on his whole shit. But
I agree.
because I mean, like, and I'm thinking about it's like he had to have Kobe and Mike for him to be great, like a great coach. But I don't want, he created the triangle offense. Like the triangle offense was Phil Jackson's thing. You know what I mean? So like that was a thing too that was like revolutionary. You know what I mean? Like that
Mhm.
triangle offense was different. But Pop though, I'm
Yeah, but then
thinking
he
like
tried to
from
bring,
'90s,
like you said,
but like Pop, same team from '97 till this year. You know what I mean? And was like from David Robinson to passing it on to Tim Duncan, Tony Parker, Manu to the Kawhi of the world, and like all them years, bro, just like greatness. Like you said 17 years in a row. Was that what you
bro.
said, or was it playoff? Like that,
Nah, it
like
was,
that's different, bro.
yeah, yeah.
That's really different, bro.
18,
I
Like
feel
18 straight 50-win seasons, bro.
I
that's
feel I feel
that's
bad for the
different.
coach
Same
taking
team.
over too. I feel bad for the coach taking over because
You
like
got some big ass shoes to fill.
Whoa, shoes can't be filled.
I swear to
Yeah,
God,
they
bro,
can.
Shoes can't
They
be
can.
filled, bro.
it's a standard, man. Like
They
you're
can.
not making the
20.
playoffs.
Yeah, bro.
He's going to rip off the next 3 years with Victor if he wants to fill them shoes, bro. Like he's going to do that shit quick, bro. Like,
Yeah, yeah, that's tough, man. I mean,
and
they
that's
got
sick to think. Like Pops
22
had,
consecutive playoff seasons,
like, yo,
bro.
if Pops health was all right, bro, like he'd have Victor, bro. Like he might. Who knows what
yeah,
that Spurs team
He
looks like?
he's. I was gonna say he's also coached the national
The
team, right?
Olympic
The
team.
nat the
Yeah.
Yeah, he
yup
could.
the USA yup. I think before Coach K took over, he was coaching them boys in like the '90s, like the late '90s, early
yeah.
2000s before Coach K took over, I believe. I could be
Before
I
wrong, but I
think
think
so.
before our time.
Literally before my time.
They won the gold in 2020 under Coach Pop.
in
uh,
2020.
In
Okay.
2020, yeah.
yeah,
In
that's
2020.
fire.
But before we move on to the next topic, my favorite memory of Coach Pop, I'm not gonna lie, is them beating Miami in 2014. And I'm gonna tell you why. And I wasn't a Miami fan at the time, but I'm gonna tell y'all why. Yo,
How does
Trav,
that
why
work,
you looking at me
Travis?
like
Yo,
that, bro?
Travis, how does that work?
gosh, yo,
Travis,
go
how does
ahead, go
that
ahead,
work?
go ahead, cook, bro, cook. Go ahead, yo. Go
That's
ahead,
my
bro.
favorite memory because the way they lost in the year prior in 2013, you know, the Ray Allen shot and all that, you know, Game 7, Bron and whatever. They held that. They had a lot of. They took that, bro, going into the next season, and they whooped our ass, bro. I mean,
Yeah,
they whooped our
um,
ass 4-1, bro, and we couldn't compete, bro. And it was literally the same team in 2013, and it's like we
Did they
couldn't
have
win 2
Kawhi?
games, bro.
They
Pops
had
had
With
a lot of
Kawhi.
Kawhi,
That was
yes,
that was Kawhi's
yeah,
first one.
yeah,
that was
That was
Kawhi's
the
first one, yeah. But in
first chip.
2013, Kawhi played in that series as well. But like I said, we won in 7. So for
Did
them,
Mhm.
and they should have really won Game 6 if it wasn't for
They should have
Ray.
won.
So
Yep.
so if I'm being honest, and Bron in Game 7, let me get that right. Bron cooked in Game 6 and 7 for real, but Ray definitely saved us with that shot to allow Bron to pop off in 7. But my favorite memory, bro, how he came back in 2014 and just said, "Man, we're not gonna lose to these Miami Heat boys this time, but
he said running
we're
back.
gonna move."
what
One team. I like
wait,
that.
Josh. What year is that clip of like Kawhi checking in and LeBron shooting free throws and he's like, fuck. Is that
That
is
was
That
that
was
that
was
2013. That
that
was
was that was
2013.
around that time.
I was about
Yep.
to say, I'm pretty sure that's around that time.
Yeah, the 2013, I believe. Sorry, I'm having technical difficulties. But all right, there we go. Yeah, so moving on to the last and final topic of the night. We got which team or player was disappointing in round one? What was your favorite series of round one? And who was the round one MVP? We're going to make this quick. Let's go to Peanut. So first question is, which team or player was disappointing in round one of the playoffs?
Disappointing?
In your opinion?
Oh, I'm trying to. I gotta dig. Austin Reeves. I mean, like besides like the obvious players we've talked about, I feel like nobody really like underperformed in my opinion. Like I mean, Jalen Green's an obvious. I mean, you can't be doing that. But I feel like Austin Reeves, like it's because especially when you were hyped up as much as the Lakers were going into it, and you can deny it all you want, Josh, saying y'all weren't supposed to beat them. You were riding with the Lakers going into the playoffs. You're like, we win it. We going to the finals this year. But I think Austin Reeves is probably the most disappointing player just because how much I like Austin Reeves and how much I ride with him. And what was the next question?
What was your favorite series of round one?
It's gotta be either the Pistons one was good just the way the last game ended. I mean the Knicks earned that last game. The Lakers Timberwolves one is also a good one. I mean honestly, any of the three, the Lakers, Timberwolves, Nuggets, Clippers, and then Knicks, Pistons. Honestly, all those threes are pretty good. I think the Clippers Nuggets one was a little bit more competitive. That's the game it went to game 7 and we got the Aaron Gordon game winning dunk and stuff like that. So I'm probably gonna go with the Clippers Nuggets.
Okay, and who was your round one MVP?
MVP. I'm trying to think of who really cooked in round one. Come back to me. I gotta think.
Okay.
I got one. Yeah, so
ahead,
the most disappointing player for me, I gotta say, was Jalen Green, and James Harden is a close runner up. I'm gonna say Jalen Green just because of throughout the whole entire series, the totality of it, he really didn't perform. Like he really just he didn't even perform. He wasn't even at double digits, my boy. Like he's not even at double digits. It's crazy. One time he scored double digits. I gotta put him as the most disappointing, especially when his team is looking to him as a superstar and he did not perform. The second one was, you said, who is my favorite series?
What was your favorite series of round one?
I think my favorite series of round one was I want to say the Detroit versus Knicks. I was gonna say the Lakers versus Minnesota, but I'm gonna say East Coast, Detroit versus Knicks, just because it was real old school in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? There were threes, yeah, but it was just a real physical, head to head game, and I really had Detroit winning, but it was a close game every single game, and I think that was my favorite game. And I also will say my MVP of the whole entire first round series got to be Jalen Brunson, because bro, that I don't know what what he do. He did the kiss, bro. The snatch cross buddy up the screen was crazy, man. Like that was so tough. But the thing is, with Jalen Brunson, he was consistent throughout the whole entire first round. Like he was balling out every single game. So you got to give it to Jalen Brunson because he balled out from game 1 to game 6. Yeah. So we got to go with JB, the real JB.
Go ahead, Trav.
For me, the most disappointing player, maybe I'm locked in on it. It'd probably be like Austin Reeves. I feel like he didn't play. He didn't show up how we needed him to show up. I think it was game 2. He went 0 for 6 from 3, and he had some stinkers, and I just think he will be playing better than what he was. Team wise, though, I think if you're looking for a team that's most disappointing, you gotta look at the Heat or the Grizzlies. I feel like just team wise, I think those teams aren't supposed to get swept up like they did. You know what I mean? Like that's embarrassing. You know what I mean? Like they both had
Wait.
50-point plus
We had
losses, bro.
we
Like
had them figured out.
that's nasty though. Like y'all lost by 50 in the playoffs. I think the Heat lost by 55. Like, bro, like we're in the NBA playoffs, bro. Like that's nasty, bro. Like y'all don't play next year. I'm with the mod though. With the MVP of the first round is definitely Jalen. I mean, I don't know if it's prisoner of the moment, but I think Ahmad said too. He balled out. He had good stats the whole series, and then like I said, that game 6, you know, that showed clutch player of the year, bro. Like I said, he shook Buddy into the void. You know what I mean? Like we don't even know where old Buddy went, and hit. Jalen Brunson's that guy. You know what I mean? And I'm giving that to him. So, yeah, I mean. You ask who the most impressive team is? Did you ask what that is? Was that part of the question too? Most impressive team, or was it just
but you go ahead. Go
ahead. Shit. Actually, I used to put me on the spot. I'm trying to think who the most impressive team was. So,
We can come back to you. I got my MVP. I can buy you a little time.
I'll let you go with the MVP. I'll let you go ahead.
My MVP, Rudy Gobert. Shout out Rudy Gobert, 27 and 20 on the Lakers, bro. That's my 4-time DPOY. But nah. But for real though, I'm probably gonna triple down on Jalen Brunson. I was trying to think of who was like just consistent. Like a couple guys popped off. I mean, I could have went with who had 30.
Anthony Edwards. Man, he did good.
Yeah,
Ant was probably going to be my close second if I just wanted to be different. If I wanted to be different, but I mean Brunson, just because he was consistent. I mean, I could have went Buddy Hield. Buddy Hield popped off for 30, but if just a consistent playoff performer, Brunson, he played. The only time he was out of the game was because he rolled his ankle and he had to be taken out. So I'm rocking.
But he came right back.
Yeah, and he wanted to be there, but for health reasons.
And he hit clutch. He had multiple clutch shots too. He had multiple clutch plays.
I said after that series, he secured the win for the Knicks. I mean he earned it.
Yeah, for sure. And he's only 6 feet. Like, come on, bro.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Yeah, I think I'm gonna also say Jalen Brunson for MVP, round 1 MVP. But with that being said, disclaimer. I hate the way he plays on the low, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Watching him play,
it foul
burns
baiting?
my eyes, bro. It burns my eyes. That snatch back. No, bro. He's a foul baiter, bro. He's a foul baiter. He tries to bait on everything. He gets pushed. He's dribbling the ball going like this. Worse than Harden, bro. And Harden was good for that shit.
Yo, Josh.
Bro, Brunson hurts. Watching him play hurts my eyes.
Bro,
he's always on the ground, bro.
He's always 6 feet. He's literally 6 feet.
Always on the floor, bro.
He's 6 feet.
I'm with. Hold on now. Because hold on.
He's always on the floor, bro.
If you're gonna have this energy for him, I need you to have this energy for SGA. Yes, bro. If you're talking about foul baiters, I need you to have the same energy.
No, it's not the same.
And SGA is about a whole half foot bigger than him. Like, I need you to have the same energy.
No. I get Josh's point. I get what Josh is saying. Josh is saying though, I feel like when SGA does it, it's more from a skill based perspective. Like he'll get you a pump fake, or he'll know how to go up a certain way.
How to get to blow the whistle. It's like Brunson is literally
flopping. He's more flopping.
Always on the floor, bro. He's always on the floor, bro. But he's tough though. He's definitely tough. Round 1 MVP is cool.
Oh, not to cut you off, Josh. I didn't even know this. The Celtics blew a 20-point lead to lose this game.
That's crazy.
But continue.
I was just saying since Jalen Brunson's 6 feet, I'm gonna give him a pass because you gotta pick up that slack some way, have you 6 feet?
I'm not giving him a pass, bro.
You gotta make sure.
Sometimes it don't even be nothing, bro. It don't be nothing sometimes, bro. And he just, he's been around with MVP.
Yo, your man's behind you do the same shit too. I'm I'm coming for you, Josh. I'm coming.
He ever since that Lakers thing, he ain't on your side anymore.
I'm on your ass, Josh. I'm on your. I don't like. Hold on now, because your man's right behind you. The same shit. What he do? Yeah. What he do? They looking. Come on, yo. Come on.
That fake ass limp, bro. That limp was fake.
That nigga's 6'8", 250.
It's time to wrap up, man.
Talk about some MCL sprain. Nigga, please. You know MCL sprain.
We went over our hour per time, bro.
That's a fact. All right, guys, man. Make sure
Travis out.
Yeah, Josh, you banned from the Laker organization, man. Don't come back around here no more.
Him inside the club no more.
Yeah, bro.
We might not next year, bro.
Very
you know what I'm saying? Bro. You might see a Golden State banner next season, bro.
If we do that, we gotta cancel the pod, bro. We gotta cancel the pod.
We'd be best friends, bro.
Yo,
for real.
We gotta cancel the pod if that happens.
Yeah, that'd be legendary, bro. What should Shador say? Legendary.
you and Josh doing this with the banner.
You feel me?
Nasty, don't ever invite me again, yo. I'm done.
That'd be done. Christian would be sick.
You locked in, Trav.
Oh yeah, Christian would be sick to his stomach.
Wait, is Christian a LeBron fan?
Christian's gonna be right with me.
Christian's a Bron fan, yeah.
Christian's gonna be right with me. We gonna leave Trav in the dust, bro.
That's crazy. You all right, guys, man. That's your other favorite player, though.
It is, though. That is my second favorite player. I'm not gonna lie.
Bro,
hold on, real quick. I'm sorry, bro.
Fried rice, nigga.
Luka, bro. Just give me just 3-4 minutes, real quick, bro.
4 minutes, bro. God damn, you need 4.
Yo, bro, Luka this nigga
out,
here. I get that you don't have that big to throw lobs to, bro. But you're just literally just sitting there on defense, bro. And I'm gonna tell y'all something, bro. The reason why that shit was okay, he played. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Like he played more defense on Dallas in that playoffs run than he is with the Lakers right now. But he was able to get away with shit like that when you got Daniel Gafford and fucking Derek Lively protecting the paint for you and shit like that, bro. But god damn, Luka, fuck, bro, this nigga here, dude. We need to get him. I don't know, bro. I'm just, bro, rapping.
You yapping, bro. You yapping, dog.
Yeah, bro.
Hold on. I'm sorry, bro. I pray to God that the Timberwolves beat y'all, bro. Like, I'm not gonna be able to live in a universe where Curry has 5 and Bron has 4. I can't, bro. It's not gonna be good for my health, bro. It's right. Not, bro. It's not.
I believe you. I said last episode, hey, Curry makes it. It's gonna be MJ, Curry, Kobe, Bron, nigga.
If that happens, Josh, you're gonna be on D&D for like a month, maybe a year.
I'm not gonna,
bro. Just thinking about it stressing me out, bro. Like, I pray
you might have to go live in the woods, honestly.
Matter of fact, next pod on Friday, I'm gonna have a Timberwolves banner. Bro.
Let's fucking go Warriors and Steph, bro.
Let's get it. Come on, baby. Matter of fact, we're gonna end it on this note right here. Yo, shout out Warriors, shout out Steph. Let's get this W.
Dub Nation, stand the fuck up.
Stand the fuck up. Come on,
big
baby.
Big 30 clip.
Let's
go.
Yes, sir. We out of here, baby. Come on.